Good morning, Boker Tov. You know, there's an old saying that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Or someone once said, little things are what make big things happen. That's the opening message of this week's Torah portion. V'haya ekev tishmon, which literally means, and it will come to pass when you listen to Hashem's commandments. However, the rabbis look at the word ekev and say the word ekev in this context means when you will listen, but it also means a heel of a foot. Like Yaakov was called Yaakov because he was grasping the heel of his brother Esav. So Rashi asks, why is it called ekev? Why not im, if you will listen? And our rabbis interpret it and say that it means to say that not only will you listen to the major commandments, to the seemingly significant commandments or the popular commandments, but ekev tishmon, even if you will listen to the minor, seemingly small commandments of the Torah, then you will receive all of Hashem's blessings. Sometimes we minimize a small deed. It's just one step, but that step could lead to a journey of 1,000 miles. And we all know that in life, sometimes the things that leave the biggest impression on us are small acts of kindness and thoughtfulness that others perform. And therefore, we have to make sure to seize every opportunity to do a good deed, to do a mitzvah, and never calculate which is a large mitzvah or which is a small mitzvah. There's a story told about this fellow who went to a wedding. And he sees his third grade teacher from yeshiva at the wedding. So he goes over to him, wishes him mazel tov, how are you? I haven't seen you in so many years. He remembers the student. He says, how are you doing? They start talking. Then the teacher says to the student, what do you do? He says, I'm actually a third grade teacher as well. He says, wow, it's amazing. You also became a third grade teacher. What motivated you? What inspired you to become a teacher in third grade in yeshiva? He says, Rabbi, you inspired me. You inspired me to become a teacher as well. He says, really? Wow, what did I do that inspired you? He says, well, you remember one time there was a kid who came with a new watch to school. And I came from a poor family. I always wanted a watch, but my parents couldn't afford one to give me one. And during recess, the kid put his watch down on his desk and went out to play. I saw the watch and I stole it. I put it in my pocket. When the kid came back, he saw his watch was missing. He started to say, where's my watch? He said to the teacher, someone stole my watch. And you said, whoever stole the watch should return it right now. But I was too scared and too embarrassed. I just kept quiet. After a while, everyone was looking. Nobody could find it. And finally, the teacher said, okay, you, the teacher said, everyone come stand around my desk. And I want everybody to close their eyes so no one sees which kid stole the watch. And everyone should empty out their pockets onto the desk. And then you'll open your eyes and we'll find the watch. But I wanted, when you open your eyes, everyone's pockets have to be turned inside out with everything on the desk. And sure enough, everyone closed their eyes. And a minute later, everyone was told they could open their eyes. And everyone's contents of their pockets were on the teacher's desk, including the kid's watch, and the watch was returned. And he said, I was so scared that you would catch me and I would be ashamed and humiliated, but you did it in a way that you preserved my dignity and didn't publicly shame me. And it was that moment that I was so inspired by the effect that a teacher could have that I decided I want to become a third grade teacher and have that impact on other students in the future. And the student is looking at the teacher and the teacher says, wow, that's so wonderful. I didn't know. And the student says, what do you mean you didn't know? You were the one who was there, who orchestrated it. The teacher said to the student, I'll tell you why I don't know. Because when I told all the kids to close their eyes, I also closed my eyes as well. That's what it means, that little acts of thoughtfulness and kindness could have the biggest impact that could reverberate for many, many years to come. Have a wonderful day.